Jesus saves. I'm back, y'all. Oh man, I knocked the towel down. Maybe no mind. I just coming up here to do an update. So I'm good over here, and I'm in here now trying to get me something to eat. I really don't have to cook nothing because I've already prepped something, but I do want me something hot, like something fresh off the stove. And yeah, I'm basically just in here making me some milk. And so, cause y'all know Meatless Monday is tomorrow, and I'm making some milk for my cereal. I got from church and my milk. My milk gone from Hope Center. Got it from Hope Center. So that was still good when I came back home. Today is the 18th. I think today is the 18th. Hold on. Today is the 18th. Yeah, today's the 18th. So this went out. This went out on the 18th. And so I'm making some more, put it in the same jug, but making more. Because that's what I do. Because, prices are high and things are shrinking. So whatever I can get from the churches to help me to maintain until I can get some money to give back to the churches. Because that's my whole plan, My whole plan is to feed the whole world. So that was my prayer. That's what got me in the food bank in my essay, okay? And that's what got me my certification to be a chef because of my essay, because of how I felt about people going hungry and not having food, and how drugs and stuff is destroying people and kids being bad because they're hungry, and the parents being crazy because they're hungry. And the thing about with me though, I'm hungry. I'm always hungry for Jesus, y'all. I taught myself, self-taught, to fast and pray. I lost a lot in my life. As long as I don't lose sight on God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit, I'm good. I'm good. I don't know if I told y'all, I was in Hampton City Jail for something that I was not supposed to be in there for in 1990, maybe 5-ish, 6. And I lost my daddy and my sister and a boyfriend. And all I could remember was to fast and pray. So I gave up my plate. Of course, Miss Brown used to say that she thought I was suicidal because I gave my plates up. I've never been suicidal, y'all. Never. But I told my psychiatrist I felt like sometimes when people kept hurting me, to hurt them back. And then I had to reframe my mind and change my mind about hurting other people. Because at the end of the day, it's not the people, it's the devil. Lucifer, Satan. Okay? And he works through people to get on people's nerves. So I'm making me some milk, and it's about done. I'm about to put it in the refrigerator. I'm gonna get me something to eat because I already prepped what I'm gonna eat. I already got my string beans. All that I gotta do is make some coleslaw, and that's easy. I'm just making a small bowl of coleslaw. Other than that, I'm good, y'all. I got my milk. I'm a milk baby. I don't know if y'all know. I don't like beer in my bottle. Ask my mama. I like milk. My mama loves milk. We drink it by the glass full. I like ice in my milk also. My favorite milk is 2%. 2% milk. This milk right here that food bank give us is really good, y'all. You can't tell the difference. So if you got a milk jug and you run out of milk, the USDA gives this out. And it all comes from Peninsula Food Bank and non-profit organizations. Don't ever get it twisted, okay? I know what's going on. Because after a while, I'm getting my non-profit thing started, okay? And and mine is one of the little Jesus kids. That's what mine is. I've been told God that I want, because I've always felt that I was Jesus. Jesus didn't have kids. He died at 33 years old. But he got me, a friend and a daughter. or everything else. So mine is one of little Jesus kids, and I got that over on TikTok. That's my non-organization. Nobody can take that. I've been writing in that, and singing it to God ever since probably 2014. Yeah, I'm a Jesus journalist. Little do y'all know. And I got everything in this house and everything in my mind, and everything's been written down because I've been planning it for years. So, and I know how to get my LLC. I know all this. I went to school with AD and them. He right down the street. I can go get my LLC. Man, let me tell y'all something. I'm not gonna keep jumping out there for people to keep trying to take things from me. I'm taking my time, and when God tell me to go this time, then I'll go. So I ain't got to worry about keep on losing my house, my shelter, my mind, my space. I can't deal with people that either got it all and don't want you to have none, or either with the people they try to make you look like you're not who you are. And who I am is a child of God. And at the end of the day, even when I'm human, right? If I scratch myself, I'm gonna bleed, right? Because I'm human. That's flesh, and it's only a certain amount that a human can take. And when people say that you're crazy, people are trying to drive you crazy. You don't let people drive you crazy, okay? Please. Don't ever let people drive you crazy. Because half of the people that say you're crazy, they need to take these damn pills they sell. Because you know why? They don't love nobody. They don't love God, and they don't love Jesus. And they don't know how to treat people. They want you to take a pill. No, you take a chill pill. Because I'm about to peel some potatoes. No, I'm not. I ain't no potatoes today, y'all. I have potatoes salad, the hash browns. I'm eating right now. So yeah, I had a wonderful time at the Antioch, and everybody today name is John. That's how I know God planned this day out. The pastor John, I think Wilkins, it's on my short, y'all. Just go look at the short. I don't leave people out because the people in my day are important, who God put in my path. Because when I leave my house, and anywhere I go, in my yard, out my door, I ask God to be a lamp to my feet, right? So anybody I meet that day, on the way or whatever, was put in my path. Unless I did not listen to God and did something he told me not to do, as far as like, because a couple times he told me to be still. And I was being a busybody. And I ended up in places I wasn't supposed to be. But today has been a good day so far. My morning was rough. Sometimes in rough mornings, and we'll tell you why it's rough. Because people got hangovers. And then not only that, they really, people like to rest on Sunday. Some people don't even want to go to church. Hold on, let me show you something. I passed this up this morning. I was kind of already having a rough morning. And I was going to take my dogs out at 8 o'clock. Because I had to be at, I didn't have to be, I wanted to be at the Antioch. Because Miss Sandra had reminded me. She called me, but I think I was on a live or either doing a video. Because I did a whole bunch of videos. And and I'm talking about Miss Sandra Glenn at the Antioch Church that is in what's the word? She is the sea over of all the people that are visitors and people that are joining the church to make sure everybody is in their place where they need to be at. She's tending to you, making sure that you're getting your God and your Jesus and everything else, like you're supposed to be getting. So she called me, and I called her last night. I said, that's funny. I just made a video about the Antioch because I found the Antioch pen, and it said Proverbs 3 and 5. And then it was in my daily bread yesterday. Then it was in something that Charles Stanley was talking about. So most of the time, like when I talk to God and I ask him to lead me to something, like if I'm having, if I'm having anxiety, or if I'm feeling lonely, or if I'm, Yeah, I get lonely, y'all. I got God and Jesus, but sometimes I do get lonely. And I'm gonna tell you, because I quit a lot of stuff. I quit, drinking, drugging, gambling, a whole bunch of stuff. So I was doing that stuff like for 35 years. So when you go to just quit all that stuff, your body like, what's going on with you? And so sometimes your body will react to it. Like, it's like a withdrawal. Like, why are you treating me like this? My body be like, why are you treating me? You're not drinking any more beer? You're not having any sex? We've been doing this all ever since you were 12. All these things I was doing ever since I was 12. So, yeah, so what I'm trying to say is, to get through my daily life, I have to pray, stay prayed up, and then I have to fast, and then I have to stay connected to people that are somewhere in somebody's church that is on the same track and same mind status that I have. I can't go around people that's going to pull me to the bar or pull me to the bed, fornicating stuff like that, because I'm not married, or that's going to pull me to go gamble, and anything that gets your mind off of focusing on God and Jesus Christ. What I'm saying, y'all. So if I look a little rough, it's because why? I have rough mornings and days. I can put on all the makeup, and right now I don't have none. I had a little bit of lip gloss on, and I'm drinking some water. Uh, I don't know if y'all know this, but most of the time, every time I go to church, I do not eat before I go to church. You know why? Because I want the fullness and the fullness of the word and be filled off of the word. Okay? So it takes a lot of energy for me to get to church. Okay? And then for somebody to come messing with me when I'm trying to get ready to go, I had all this already pulled out, setting to go. I had 4 outfits. And I do that because I change my mind sometimes. And then sometimes I be like, because I know in churches they have first Sunday, you got to wear white. Some of them got to wear purple. Some of them you got to wear red for mothers. And they got these color things. And if I'm not with that church every day and I'm a visitor and I'm just visiting, I want to go over there because I want to have some fun and praise the Lord, then I know black is official. Okay, you can wear black anywhere. Anywhere. A black dress. Anywhere. Because why? Because most people wear black dresses to what? Homegoings, funerals. So I wore this, and I was fine. I was fine. Everybody, ain't nobody had a certain color on it, and it was youth Sunday anyway, you know. Yeah, the little boy had a red shirt and a pair of pants on, jeans. So I was good. So I don't know why I was worried about that. And let me tell you something else, y'all. I couldn't find my bangs, but I don't worry about bangs. Why? Because I'm already got alopecia and all that stuff. I don't worry about hair because I can do hair. And and that's for everybody that be all in my the young folks. Because you got to grow to be 50. I know some people were bald at 25. Had a full head of hair, but it went bald at 25. Why? Hereditary. It was hereditary for them to be bald, so they had to get skin all the whole head off. So you don't know how you're gonna end up. So for y'all that be like bullying people on Jesus Saves, it's not good. And I say bullies get bullets because most of the time people that's bullying, they kill themselves. They kill themselves. You know, you just gotta kill them with kindness. So I'm back up here to tell y'all how wonderful I had a good time and drinking some water, and I'm about to put on something to eat. So I gotta I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it. So, let's see, how do I want to do this? Because I'm out of oil, so let's see what I got. I'm out of oil. I can bake it. I can grill it. I can bake it. What do I want to do? Lord, please tell me what to do. Oh. I just thought about what to do, y'all. I'll just pass on that and I'll cook that later on. Because I don't like to overdo myself when I know I can do a quick job. Because I already have some turkey chops in there. I have string beans in there. And I do want some do I want coleslaw? I got to make it. I'm going to make it later on. just a little bit. And I have food in there, y'all. And not only that, thank you, Mr. Ron. Uh, Mr. Ron at Buckrow Bait and Tackles. Thank you for the crabs. And I had him on my mind before I went into church. Because I said, because I had a few dollars, but I forgot because of everything that was going on. I left my money here. But I had enough to put in church. Because I made sure I had it. Because the pocketbook that I had on my live the other day, when I took that little gold pocketbook, I had put $2 in there. I said, God had me set right up to where I need to be at. And then when I got over there to ask Mr. Ron at Buckle Tackle, I said, I need some crabs, my money at the house, but I don't want to come back twice. I said, I'll come back over here and give it to you. He said, you know what? You had them crabs. He said, some with the claws are hard. I said, I don't really eat the claws anyway. So he gave me a whole thing of crabs. Yeah, they already cooked, y'all. So, thank you, Mr. Ron. So they already cooked. So I can eat these. I just gotta probably get some hot sauce, a little dip. So they already, but he probably talking about the claws. They probably overcooked the claws. But sometimes that happens when you got small crabs. But it's all good. Because I remember we used to stop by there when we didn't want to cook them and go right to the beach and eat them. You know, Buckrow Beach is right down the street, y'all. Thank you, Mr. Ron. Yeah, that's a Buckrow Bait and Tackle. He's on here. You'll see him. His views going up too. I think he up to about almost 1,600. So I don't mind promoting people that help me. You know. Some people so afraid, you know, somebody gonna get in front of you. Let me tell you, we all need each other for the make the world go around. God made everybody in this world. We all need each other. Cause think about it. All different places got different stuff. Cause Donald Trump talking about Chinese folks, right? But they all around here. They're everywhere. They got Chinese, Vietnamese food, Thai, all type of food restaurants around here. Jamaican food. We got all kinds of stuff right here in Virginia. So at the end of the day, we all need each other. You know, French. Let me tell y'all something. I was in Virginia Beach Psychiatric Center. And it was some good people in there just like me. And that's how I knew it was in a spiritual warfare. This young guy, he was a pastor. He was in there and they said he was crazy. And guess what his Bible said in the inside? When you write your Bible to yourself, what day you got it on? 10/30, my birthday. That was confirmation that I was supposed to be in Virginia Beach Psychiatric Center. See, a lot of people look at rehabilitation centers and jails like a bad thing. But sometimes you have to go in them places to go and pray for people and deliver them. Because I've done it. I did it last year in September at the Riverside when that lady said she was in there and she could not sleep. And I went right down there when she was all out crazy out of her mind. Her name is Miss Patricia. And knocked on her door. And I wasn't supposed to be at her door. Because I don't be listening to them people. Because most of them people that's in them institutions, they ain't got nobody to be a boss to. So they got to try to treat you like you're 2 years old. But I'm 50, and all of them that was there was under 50 that was working there. Besides the guy that I know from the street, that yeah, he know what I'm talking about. The Redskin fan. I saw him in Food Line. He said, shh. I said, don't say sure. I ain't afraid about where I go to. So God puts you in places sometimes for your own sake or to help another person. And then every time I went to, Bebe was in there. Jonathan. His name is Jonathan. And he be massaging. Go on YouTube, look up his music. So God placed it, because see these people that people saying that are crazy, they're not. It's a spiritual warfare. It's like the Antichrist want to make it look like the Christians and the people that serve God is not real. Like God and Jesus is not real. But your money in your pocket is real. That shit ain't real. And I'm just being honest, y'all. You just got some green ink and stuff on there and all that. If God come down here and take all the damn money, what you gonna do? You're gonna shut up and say nothing. And the reason I said that is for people that love money and think money can move mountains, it can't. You can't move mountains. Okay. You know all them cranes and pictures I've been taking of them not cranes. You know what I'm talking about. Them things on the building. Y'all know why I've been taking all them. You'll figure it out. So I'm about to make some. I'm gonna make some tuna salad. Cause I gotta eat something. Cause tomorrow is Meatless Monday, and I don't want to be a starch baby. I have string beans though. I don't know why that didn't want to open. Why did it want to open? Anyways, y'all look forward. I have some more shorts and stuff, and I'm not gonna put them all up because I done already put 50 up, 55, and I put up 8 videos. I'm eating this tomorrow. This got lentils, red beans, and spices simmered with creamy tomato sauce. I'm eating this tomorrow for Meatless Monday. I'm gonna eat that over some rice. Yeah, so I'm just in here. I had cereal last night. I don't want no more cereal, and I don't want to pick my crabs right now. I just want to be in a good mood when I do my crabs because crabs are tedious, y'all. To get to the meat is tedious, so I want to make sure I'm full. And get this water in me. That's what I need. I love water. Water and milk is my favorite. I can live off of water and milk. I don't really gotta have no food because I did it before I went without it. And back to what I was saying about the fasting thing. The fasting thing, it helped me out, when I was going through times, and I give up my plate and I give it to somebody else. Because, the Catholic churches, they tell you, and I told them, I would go over there and ask them to pay my light bill and stuff, because stuff that happened to me. And I tell them, I'm not eating, I'm fasting. They say, you need to eat something. I don't know why Catholics say, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But I know what works for me. Fasting and praying works for me, y'all. Because when I was fasting and praying, I lost my first 20 pounds from fasting and praying. And then after that, I got on this thing that I made up. I made up a weight plan, and I got on that. It's almost like Curves and Weight Watchers. And I made 7 copies when I was in Hampton City Jail. And I was 217 pounds, and I got to 142. So prayer works, y'all. So don't ever think that prayer does not work. And if you don't have a prayer life, please get one. Okay? I'm telling you. Because it's some rough times, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all, I had drank so bad one time. I went on a binge. And I used to do it on the weekends. I had drank almost a whole 3 weeks in a month. And I don't ever do that. The whole 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Every day for 3 weeks in a month. I was so sick I couldn't eat. I had these stomach pains. I was nauseous. I had no taste in my mouth. I don't ever want to go back that way. But I know that it's people that do endure that, and I hope and I pray to God that y'all get deliverance, because I do not miss drinking alcohol. I have prayed so many times. I just tell God, I ain't gonna ever drink no more. If I ever get over this hangover, I'm never ever gonna drink. And this is the one where I promised to him in 2002. I said, Lord, and me and Thelma Singleton, and that's my cousin too, also, from the White Plains area, Singleton Town, and she's an evangelist, and she got the devil attacking her because this woman is powerful. You can tell prophets and evangelists because they know what they know. And I hope she's back on track because I've been praying for her. But I met her in 2002, and I had a slight hangover, and I went in there, and she was still going with her husband, Mr. Peterson. And I said, Thelma, God sent me over here to you. And I said, I want two things. And the weirdest thing about it was the two things came because the one thing came. When the one thing came, I automatically knew the second thing was going. I told God, I said, God, if you give me a child, and I want a son, I want two though, I want twins. I said, I want twin boys. And I said, if you don't give me twin boys, give me a boy and a girl, and I'll name them Taquan and Taquana. And I changed the name though. I changed the name. I still kept the T, because I ended up having the baby with my son's father, Timmy. So and you know, the thing about it is I know real prophets because I am one too, and I know people that can heal, and I know people that can pray to help you. And so she said, "You ready to pray?" And I said, "Well, I want a son, and I don't ever want to drink again." She had stopped drinking. Her and her husband used to drink. They was in Gasbury. They were going to Riley Brewers and all that, where I learned my first country song, Charlie Johnson. And yeah, she me and her was praying, and nobody else was in there. They was in that kitchen talking or something. I ran back there because she always give me to braid her hair up. She wear wigs. And she still wear wigs. I do too. And she give me she want to do country plaits or either cornrows. And most of the time it's country plaits. You know, you take about 4 or 5 of you part them and you thing, and she put her stocking cap and she wear her wigs. And so I said, I need you to do me a favor. I want me a baby, you know. At this time, I didn't ask for a husband. I wanted a baby because I knew if I had a baby, I wouldn't put alcohol in my body to hurt my baby because I know what happened to me at a young age. So God did it. You know, he did it. And he gave me my son. And time went by so fast. He'll be 22 this month. But I had swore to God, promised him. And it hurt me, y'all. I promised him. I said, if you give me a son, someone I can pour my love into and raise to be a man so he can have a good wife like me. My prayers is crazy, y'all. Because I wanted a husband so bad, so I said, I'll raise my son and get him a wife. Maybe he can be happy. That's how I pray, right? So, he gave me my son. And it hurt me. Because I went against my promise. It hurt me to my heart that I let alcohol distance my relationship with Jesus and God, and end up getting all that stuff to happen to me because I didn't listen. And I didn't keep my promise like he kept his promise. And God came back and showed me years later through my son leaving me in 2015 to stay with my mama. He chastised me for promising to follow him the rest of my life if he give me a son. Yeah, God will whip your behind, y'all. He whipped my behind. I'm back on track. Don't mind the tears. But that hurt me so bad. Because I'm a woman of my word. And I don't like liars. And I don't like lies. You know, I waited. And I think because my son drunk up all my milk and my titties, my breasts. I breastfed him for 4 months. And I think that's why I ended up going back to drinking. Because I didn't have to breastfeed him. Because he sucked it all up. So I think that's why I probably ended up drinking earlier than I was supposed to. Because if I had fed him all the way up till he was 2 years old with my breast milk, then I wouldn't have been back on alcohol. Come to think of it. Yeah, my son's too thirsty, y'all. But anyway, I'm just coming up here to tell y'all, if y'all have not gotten your life right, and y'all have not have accepted Jesus Christ as Savior, or at least know God, because that's the Father, right? And Jesus the Son.
And the Spirit is the what? The Holy Spirit. Them all three together. They walk together. They together. It's a 1, 2, 3 thing. You know what I'm saying? Um, Trinity. So to say this is, I'm just letting y'all know. I don't know what y'all was taught when y'all was coming up. Y'all know as stern as my mother is, and I'm looking down at my feet because I got corns on my feet. But I got these shoes on. I got these shoes on. These little baby doll shoes. I love them. I got these from the Mount what you call it, church. Most all my stuff. No, I got them from that other church where my mama took me. Jesus. Anyway, them churches, I love y'all. I love y'all. And they doing what God told them to do. You know, feed, clothe. It's in the Bible. Feed them, clothe them. You know, give them somewhere, you know, stay. You know, it's in the Bible. So, back to what I'm saying is, as stern as my mother is, and we kind of have a conflict. Okay? Just like what my son told me. He don't like my attitude. He never liked my attitude. And he would sit down and tell me what he don't like about me. And I'll try my best to look and see if I can fix it. You know, because that's my son. At the end of the day, it's my son. He has to see something that's not right with me. So I have to evaluate that situation to see why my son is saying this about me. And that's one of the reasons why I stopped drinking too, because I wanted to always stop drinking. I was supposed to stop drinking when I was pregnant with him. And he would have never told me this if I had stopped drinking. So back to about my mom. So my mom, we don't get along because we kind of like similar and alike. And we don't see eye to eye. But let me tell you something I adore and love. And I will never, ever forget. I will never, ever forget. You know, my mama sent my behind to church. I got proof. I got 4 discolored toenails and 4 corns on my feet. She didn't give a crap if your shoes was too small. I'm born in 1975. We got handed down to yard sale clothes anyway in Family Dollar. If I don't thank my mama for anything in this whole entire world, I thank her for sending me to church to find Jesus. And look, my mama used to be in the bedroom with her boyfriends. Okay? And sometimes they didn't drunk all night. My mama never been a big drinker. She drank 1 beer, she tipsy. She ain't need no beer because she had a natural high. She always had a natural high. And the thing about it is, she can be in there and been up all night long. And we could have been up all night long listening and being fast. But when it was time to go to church, now I'm going to get my other grandmama. When it was time to go to church, you ain't going well. You ain't going to church. What you mean you're not going to church? This is my grandma Helen, y'all. My Blackfoot grandma. Because she had 1 leg. She'll beat you with the broom. Because the broom can catch you. Her leg couldn't catch you because she had 1 leg. But she was good with a broom. She take that broom. Well, what I'm trying to say is, if y'all don't have any church life or prayer life, and y'all not telling anybody about God and Jesus, then y'all not doing y'all job. And I'm just letting y'all know. And I'm about to cut this short because I ain't trying to talk nobody's head off. But I'm going to tell you like this. I want to thank Reverend Alberta at the Antioch Church in Buckrow in Hampton, Virginia. Okay? And I want to thank, I think he might be a minister or pastor or deacon, John, that I always sit beside. And I want to thank his wife. I never met her. You have a wonderful man of God. And I don't know if I met Miss Alberta's husband, but you have an amazing wife of God. And I thank y'all for y'all prayers and allowing me to come to church to let loose and let God. Thank y'all. Jesus saves.